Hello everyone, I hope we are all doing well. So today we'll talk about soaping with milk, that is making our soap with milk. We have two major types of milk, that is the animal and then the plant-based milk. With the animal milk, that is, it simply means milk gotten from animals. So cow milk, goat milk, milk from sheep, donkeys, horses, alright, all those are under animal milk. Then the plant-based milk is gotten from plants, okay, like coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk, rice milk, oat milk, a whole lot, okay. Alright, so depending on the method you used in making your soap, you might end up with a soap brown like the one on the left or white like the one on the right. There are basically three ways you can use milk to make your soap. The first one is the milk in lye method. The second one is the milk in oils method. And then the third one is the powdered milk method. Each process will give you a good soap. Alright, so let's start with the milk in lye method. The milk in lye method simply means that you will replace your water with milk, either the whole amount of water with milk or part of it with milk. What this means is, when we enter the oils in the lye calculator, or the soap calculator, it will tell you the quantity of lye you should use and the amount of water you should use. Good. So assuming the lye calculator tells you to use 190 grams of water, you can either replace the whole 190 grams with milk. So you replace the 190 grams of water with 190 grams of milk, or you can decide to use 100 grams of water and 90 grams of milk, or vice versa. Alright, so you use it to dissolve your lye. But then, if you want the properties of the milk to still be in good shape, then you can freeze your milk before you use it in dissolving the lye. Alright, then the second method is the milk in oils method. That one, you reduce the water. Alright, assuming you are supposed to use 190 grams of water to dissolve your lye, you use 100 grams instead. Then you add the 90 grams of the excess water, which you are going to replace with. So this is what I mean by that. Assuming your lye calculator asks you to use 190 grams of water to dissolve your lye, instead of using all the 190 grams of water to dissolve the lye, you measure 100 grams of water. Alright, depending on what you want, it doesn't have to be 100 grams, but depending on the percentage you want to use. So assuming you want to use just 100 grams of water to dissolve the lye. So after making your lye solution, it means that you still have 90 grams of water to add. So that 90 grams of water left, you are going to replace it with milk. And that milk, you will not add it to the lye solution, but you add it to the oils. Okay, the oils you are going to use to make the soap, you add it to it before you now add the lye solution to the oils to mix it and make your soap. Good. Then the third one is the powdered milk method. So both the animal milk and the vegetable milk or the plant-based milk, we have the powdered form also. And so with this one, you don't need to reduce the water. Okay, you can just measure the milk in correspondence to the amount of water Like for instance, if you are going to use 190 grams of water, you measure 190 grams of your powdered milk. Do you get it? This is what I mean by that. When you enter your oils in your lye calculator, it will give you the amount of water and then lye you are supposed to use. Good. So assuming that your lye calculator says use 190 grams of water and maybe 68 grams of lye, you are going to still measure your 190 grams of water. Do you get it? And dissolve it with your 68 grams of lye. After that, you now measure 190 grams of the milk, your powdered milk. Okay? Then you dissolve it in that lye solution you have already prepared. Now, because the milks contain sugar, natural sugar, the possibility of it heating up is high. So you can do an ice bath, that is fetching chilled water or cold water in a bigger bowl. Then you put the beaker or the cup that contains your lye solution in that bigger bowl that contains the chilled water. You get it? Now, like I said earlier, milks contain natural sugars. So when you prepare your soap with milk using any of the methods, if you don't want your soap to become brown but you want it to be white, then immediately you pour it into the soap mold, put it in the freezer. That way your soap will still come out and it will be white, like the photo we saw earlier. But if you leave it in the mold like that, and then it will definitely go through gel phase because there is sugar in it, so it will heat up. And when it goes through gel phase, it will become brown. It will discolor and become brown, like the photo we saw earlier. Now, it's not only that, the fragrance oil you use can also actually make your soap brown, even if you put it in the fridge. So you have to make sure that you know the exact fragrance oil you are using or the essential oil you are using that will not discolor your soap. Alright, so that is it. Basically, that is it about using milk to prepare your soap. Alright, I hope you understood the explanation though. If you still don't understand anything, you can still ask in the main group. I'll see you there. Thank you.